Implant placement for the general dentist. What used to be something that was nacho nuts has become totally normal. I'm here with Dr. Carl Koerner, amazing leader, educator, sponsor of Dental Nachos, and he's going to share with us, as you can see on the screen here, the Koerner Center has implant courses coming up. Carl, share with our audience just for a minute your vision behind creating the Koerner Center.
Well, Paul, for years we've been teaching courses on surgical extractions. And, how can you really be good at implants if you don't know how to do extractions? It's almost an impossibility to have a high level of success. But yet most implant courses spend maybe an hour on that, maybe 2 hours. And they're expected to know how to do flaps and remove bone and know what handpiece to use and all of that. So one thing we have is we have free with our course. You get a course, a 22-hour course. If you take, all 5 sessions of it, you're entitled to that, which you can do either before, hopefully, or it could be after, and still be a great benefit. So that's one of the things. We have an implant director that's had over 10 years of teaching experience. He's an implantologist. He actually lives in a destination location in Jackson, Wyoming, but he commutes a lot to Salt Lake to the airport where he can do things he wants to do. So, and it's at a dental school, state-of-the-art equipment. It's the sim lab and the patient treatment clinic that we have access to. We have models that are custom designed with soft tissue, kind of like our models for surgical extractions, where they're embedded with analogs and other things. You place implants, but it's this with the soft tissue. It's not just in a chunk of fiberglass.
I mean, that's just such a phenomenal way to learn, in that you can kind of crawl, walk, run your way. I've been involved in teaching implants for my entire career, and it's an amazing procedure. But if you do not have the fundamentals down, what you said was so right about extracting teeth, suturing, managing soft tissue, you could just get into an implant journey that's not helpful for you or your patients. And as we look on the screen here, you have both online learning and live patient treatment. So share again, this is actually treatment on patients supervised by you in Utah. Can any dentist come and do this from all over the country, or do you have to be a dentist from Utah?
No, they can come from anywhere. But the beautiful thing about it is that because of the other courses we've taught here, we have a good reputation with the state board. And if it's one of my courses, then it's very, very easy to get a license here. We just finished a 3-day course on surgical extractions, and that was the case. So, we have to not mess it up. We have to be very careful with our patient treatment. We need to follow up, which some implant courses don't do. With the restorative, we have to maintain our reputation. And so our faculty knows that, and the students will know that. So that's part of the deal. It's easy to get a loan if you need one. But, I was thinking a few minutes ago, if we have the first course, which is not patients, but the second one, which is, and then if we teach them to select their cases right, so the first few implants they do are patients that are fairly easy to treat. They're not too sophisticated or difficult. And then we have other patient treatment courses right after that. So 3 out of the 5 2-day courses are with patients. Really, you can start placing implants before you're finished with the whole series.
Yeah, you can make your money back while you're taking the course.
You can pay for it before you're done. So, and then if you need some money to help with the cash flow, there's a couple ways to do that. You have a way, there's another way, there's several ways.
So what I want to just highlight here is there's two pieces of this are non-patients. That's the January 13th to 14th and the March the 17th to 18th. Those are model treatment, Carl, and lecture learning.
Models. Yeah, it's didactic, but it's models. And we partner with a very good company that has reasonable prices. They're not $500 implants, but they're quality implants and quality materials. An international company that we work with, which is Blue Sky Bio, and almost no matter what implants you place, most people use Blue Sky Bio software for guided.
Yeah, that's very true. And then these three weekends, they're going to come and place implants on actual patients under your supervision. So this is a perfect opportunity to learn on models, get taught by people who do this all the time. You are also going to make our Nacho people feel special. Dentists love to feel special, and they love a deal, right? They love two things: feeling special and a deal. So if you use the discount code Nachos, we're going to create a way for you to find out about that in the comments. You can also text Carl, Karl, the 215-543-6454, and they're going to save 25% on the entire continuum, or they could pick one course at a time. Is that an accurate way to put it,
That's
Carl?
true. And that's a special rate. And I'm not sure that will last, but it will for this series of courses.
Yeah, until, well, I appreciate you making our Nacho followers feel special. Sometimes people just listen to these, Carl. So I want to say again that they can text Carl, Karl, to 215-543-6454. Go to the koernercenter.com and look at these course dates. Use the code Nachos to get the best deal possible from our sponsor. Carl, I think I've said this before. I watched you do, you're such a visionary. I watched you live stream a surgical extraction from Utah when I was sitting next to my dad at the Greater New York Dental Meeting. I will never forget that, back in like 2007. So you're always pushing education forward. Before we wrap up, over this past few years, we've done a lot of content with you. You've taught so many dentists. Just speak for a minute. When someone has surgical skills, feels like they can extract teeth with confidence without getting in trouble, feels like they can place starter implant cases, what does that do to their morale, their confidence, their ability to make money, their ability to find jobs? You've done this with people. Just share with my audience that.
Well, if you don't know how to do surgery very well, it limits the scope of your abilities in your office. And I think it's easy to get burnt out if all you're doing is restorative. Maybe not. Maybe some people really thrive on that, but a lot of people need a little more. And certainly our patients need more and don't want to be referred for everything. So if we can do this, we don't have to do all the surgery. Of course not. We've got excellent oral surgeons. We should have a relationship with them. But if you can do the extractions, and even if they become surgical and you don't have to send them down the street, how much better is that? And how much more confidence do they have in you? And you have confidence in yourself. Because, if a root breaks, you know how to handle it because we taught you how to handle it in one of our courses, first on a model and then on a patient. And our patient treatment courses.
And I would share, I found a Dentist Job Connect too, and we had one of your students on. As an associate dentist, you really offer to the practice owner a set of skills that they may not want to do anymore. So you can make yourself very valuable to both the patients and the practice. Well, Carl, thanks for being you. People can text Carl to 215-543-6454 to get the best deal possible. Have a great day, Carl.
Okay. Thank you.